opportunities again for guys to try to show what they can do. And there's one player in particular, Frank, that you think you want to see have kind of a good start to preseason. That's Morgan Riley.
Yeah, and my thing with Morgan Riley is he has, from reports, lost some weight, which I assume will make him faster. I hope he's worked on his shot, because the one thing the power play the Leafs have with the guys that they have in the lineup, there aren't any heavy shooters there. I don't know if Villeneuve can the one thing that we saw in the game with Villeneuve is that he got the puck through. So there's two things that a defenseman has to do in the power play, and even when they're even strength, is a defenseman has to figure out how to get the puck on goal, get through the bodies, because the rebounds that come up are always much juicier opportunities than anything else that's out there as far as scoring goals are concerned. Not everybody can be an Alexander Ovechkin. So, some players just like Nyes. I mean, you got to get that puck in the crease for guys like Nyes and, of course, Matthews. Now, we haven't seen Michelli yet. Can he be the guy who passes the puck and the guy that takes a rebound that the Morgan Riley hits the net and then make things start to happen? That's the key with Riley. Riley wants to be the number one defenseman. He has to be the guy that can shoot from the point and make opportunities in front of the net.
Yeah, I was asked, Morgan Riley being back on the power play. I was on 590, last minute 590 request, and they kind of asked me about Morgan Riley and how does that change, obviously, on the power play. It changes a lot, right? Morgan Riley, it just kind of, I think, struggled to understand truly what his role was on the power play in terms of the shot wasn't there for him, so he's always kind of a deferring to pass. Well, if he's just going to just pass it off, what's the point of having him on the power play, right? Go and get a fifth guy in there. So they did the 5 forwards. It was obviously he who shall not be named, Nyes, Tavares, Matthews, Nylander. So, I understand that it's going to be an adjustment period for the power play. I think there's something that they've been working on the last few days. Morgan Riley's going to have to find a way to get pucks to the net. He doesn't have to take a slap shot. I think people always say, you got to have a clapper at the point. You don't need a clapper. You need a guy who is going to get the puck on net. You got bodies in front. You got a Matthew Nyes in front of the net that's going to screen the goalie. You have a John Tavares, who I would assume is probably going to either be front of the net or bumper. He's usually really good in that role. Tipping pucks, right? Put something on net. If it gets tipped, it gets tipped. If it gets screened, it could go in, right? But you need to get a shot that's going